let's unbox the carbon fiber scooter. The newest version, 2017-2018, the S5 model dual motor electric scooter. It's over there. Let's go. As you can see here, you can see the S3 model right here next to me. This is the previous version, and they have been working on the newest version of the S3 model, which is called, or the carbon fiber scooter, and this one is called the S5 model dual motor. Don't need that one anymore. Bye-bye. Okay, let's open it. Oh, wow. Okay, let me just show you something. S5 dual motor electric scooter. Let me get out of this shell box. Okay, there you go. Well, something that I noticed already, they had a very good eye on details here, because you see the handle here to carry the box. It's not in the middle, it's just, you know, at the point where you get the balance when you carry the box. So, good, that's a S5 model. Now, let me just continue with the unboxing. Let me open it and see what's inside. There you go. Okay, we got it all open. There you go. Wow, this is the user manual. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to read it right now. 2 handlebars. Wow, okay, feels very good. A little bit like the S3 model. This seems to be the charger. 36 volts. Be careful if you have already an S3 model. Don't invert the, or don't use this charger on your S3 model, because you're going to burn up the S3 model. Oh, the European plug. Okay, let me get rid of this one. And only that one. Good, this is the scooter itself. Let me lift it up. Let me get it out of the box. There you go. It's a rainy day, as you can hear. Wow, okay. Well, it feels more heavy, that's for sure. So, no, you're not going to have the light-weighted scooter of the S3 model. The S3 model weighs at least a 10.4 milliamps per hour, or, no, sorry, amps per hour model. Weighs about 8.3 kilograms. If you've got the 8.8 amps per hour, it's going to weigh like 7.5 kilograms, about 1 kilo less. This one, yep, it's a little bit more heavy. This is about 11.5 kilos. So you get about twice as much weight on this scooter. But, you know, look what you get in return. You get a dual motor system. Let me open it. Oh, okay. Listen, this is important. Let me just show it to you. You see the hatch here? This will tell you if this is the European version or this is the Chinese version. European version has to have a supplemental security on the handle hatch here, on the swiveling system here. So this is just to secure everything. Let me just open the scooter. There you go. Get it all done. There you go. Wow. Okay. There is a kickstand over here. There you go. Kickstand is already installed, is already in place. You don't need to do or put it or screw it on there. That's what I had to do with my S3 model. These are the handlebars, so let me screw them on the scooter just for a second. Yep, there you go. Wow, okay. Well, as I told you, They've really been going into very details. Not sure if you can see it. Let me just drag the scooter to you. But you can see here, the handlebar really comes straight in line. So both, they come in line. So they really took very good care of the design. Let me just show you this. Okay, wow, okay. You see, this here is much more sturdy, much more stronger build than this one here. You see what happens? This one here, so it wiggles. This one here, it doesn't wiggle. So that's my latch here. This is the secure, so you cannot open it anymore. Main differences, of course, you got 2 motors, one in the front, one in the back. On the S3 model, you only have 1 motor. This one is 250 watts rated. This is about 250 to 500 watts rated. So you get about 1,000 watt of engine under the scooter. That is a lot of power on peak. Also, this is 28 volts. This is 36 volts. No, sorry, this is 24 volts. This is 36 volts. You get about 50% more battery power than the S3 model. So that's already about 50% of more power you will probably get out of the scooter just by using on a single motor. Now imagine when you have 2 motors here. You know, this is going to be very, very powerful. It's really marketed as the most powerful carbon fiber scooter out there. Okay, so other main differences. You get a mudguard here in the new model. You don't have a mudguard on the S3 model. You get a mudguard automatically with the scooter. So also the suspension system is completely different. You get a very nice suspension system over here. It looks really professional. It looks really well built, much better than the 4 springs that are working as a suspension system on this one. Also, the light is different. You get, small light on the S3 model. And you get a big headlight on the S5 model. So let me turn it on first. Okay, there you go. So you get the very big light. It's a little bit the same as the S2 model of the carbon fiber scooter. But there you go. And they went to this kind of a front light with the second version of the carbon fiber scooter, the S3 model. And yeah, you get also a backlight here. So the light turns on, and you can see that the backlight of the scooter is also flashing. When you stop, this is the stop here, it's gonna stay on there. So it's gonna be a solid red on the back of the scooter just to, make the people know that you're braking. Let me just turn it off again. There you go. And well, yeah. What else can we say? Yeah, the screen is different. I'll come back to that in a few seconds. And also, suspension-wise, let me just go on there. I know it makes noise. Yes. It makes noise, but yeah, this is much better than this. Look at this. This is, you see it folding. You see it folding, This one, no folding, man. Wow, okay. So you can definitely see there is the build quality is much, 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 much better than the S3 model. Absolutely fabulous. They've done a very good job. One more thing, you get a little hook here. Oh yeah, okay, now I'm turning the wheel. I feel it. I need to tell to you this as well. You see, so you can hang your purse if you're a lady, Maybe you can hang even your smartphone here. And you get a USB port. So you can charge your camera, your phone, your smartphone, whatever, with the USB plug over here. Oh yeah, so that's the other thing I wanted to point out. You see, maximum angle that you can turn the wheel is about 75 degrees. This one, it can spin around. Okay, now this is a little bit dangerous when you spin it around, because you might just hit a pothole and you might just flip over like this and you come to a full brake, because, you know, and because the wheel is still spinning, you just fall off like this. You cannot have this accident with this one. So this one here, no, there's no way you can actually go further than 75 degrees. And it's a technical thing, because the battery for the S3 model is in the carbon fiber pole. The battery for the S5 model is under the deck. So you can see it. The deck is also made of aluminium. Just want to point this is something I want to point out. This is aluminium. This is carbon fiber, completely carbon fiber scooter. But just because of the fact that the carbon fiber will actually bend when you drive it, they cannot use carbon fiber on the deck here. Very solid, like the S3 model. Anti-slip system on the deck here. And what else can we say? Yeah, this is the braking system. Same system as the S3 model. And yeah, I think maybe I should and take a couple of more close-ups for you guys. Let me do that. Okay, let's go a little bit more into details of the S5 model. As you can see, this is the little hook here where you can put your purse or any other, you know, plastic bag or whatever. When you go and look at the front wheel and the front motor, you can see that there is a protection guard over here right in front. They put a very nice reflecting plastic on the side of the scooter, so you are very well visible in the dark. And they have a mud guard, which actually was something that was absolutely missing on the S3 model. This is just a couple of grams, so it's not gonna make a big difference in weight, so they had to put this one on the S3 model as well. And as you can see, you cannot go further than 75 degrees when you turn left and right, and that's because of the fact that there is a cable that is going to power the front wheel because the battery is under the deck. As you can see, the sandpaper is the same as the S3 model, so it looks very nice. And you can also see that this is a charging point. So this is a charging connector to charge up the battery. In my humble opinion, I would have loved this one to see it like on top of the pole, because when you're gonna forget to close this one, there might get some dirt into this charging port over time, but I don't think it's really going to be a big issue. But yeah, I would have loved it. I would have preferred that this would have been somewhere else where it cannot get mud or dust or dirt or whatever over time. So yeah, the deck, as you can see, the batteries is under the deck, and there you have the second motor on the back of the scooter. So these are rated 250 watts, peak to 500 watts. So you get a steady 500 watt motor with 36 volt. That's going to be like about 50% more power just on a single wheel. So you can imagine what it's going to be, the torque that it's going to represent when you turn on both motors at the same time. And here you have the suspension system. So very well built. Much more space than the suspension of the S3 model. The S3 model, well, you can hear it rattling, click, 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 when you're driving on very uncomfortable road conditions. So this one is going to be much, much better. It, as you have seen in the video, it beeps a little bit. Let me just go up very slowly and show you how the front looks like of the scooter. This is how it looks like from the top. So one thing that is different as well is that you have also a USB charging port. So you can use this one to charge any kind of device like your smartphone or camera or whatever, or iPod or whatever is using a USB connection. I already tested this. I get about 1 amp out of this battery charging port, so it's not 1.5 amp, it's just 1 amp. So it's for slow charge. If you are using a phone that has a quick charge, you will only charge at a slow pace. And to turn on the scooter, you have to go to the front, and this is the power button. So when you push it for 3 seconds or 2 seconds, there you go, you get the scooter that has been turned on. So there you go, it's a new scooter. They come with already some amount of trip because they have been running in the factory one full cycle, battery cycle before, or half a battery cycle, just to check if everything is okay. This is going to be the control of the motor, so you can actually turn on and turn off the motor by long pressing. As you can see, you will see the dual motor system turning on. If you push one more time, you will actually turn it off again. If you short push this button here, you will change the gear like the same system like in the S3 model, where you switch between 1, 2 and the 3rd gear. This is the buzzer, whatever you can call it. So it's very loud, very loud. And turning on the light, you just do that by short pressing the button over here, and as you can see, you will also have the back light that will be turned on and start flashing, and when you stop, the backlight starts to turn solid. So push again to turn off the light, and also long press to turn it off, or to turn the scooter off completely. There is no hidden menu like in the S3 model, because they wanted to make this model here very lightweighted and very easy to operate. Let me just show you the speed that I get just out of the box. So I get about 10 to 11 kilometers an hour with the first gear. Okay, so when I go to the second gear, I get a maximum speed of 17 kilometers an hour, and when I go to the 3rd gear, I'll get to 24 kilometers an hour. One day after I shot the footage of the scooter unboxing, and you know, I absolutely wanted to drive with that scooter just yesterday, and wow, the power is, you cannot compare it to the S3 model. It's as simple as that. There is a little hill here, a little further down the road, and I cannot get on top of the hill with my S3 model. On the S5 model, with my weight of 70 kilos, I think the hill is about 11 degrees incline. I drove on top of the hill. I had still a speed of 21, 22 kilometers per hour. Was like, wow, I was blown away by the power of this model here. A friend of mine came and buy his scooter. He was waiting for it. He was looking forward to get that one. His weight is 105 kilo. He drove up that hill without any problem. So he had a minimum speed when he was at top of the hill of about 10 kilometers per hour, which is fabulous. It's just amazing. The power that this scooter has is, I would guess, about 3 to 4 times more powerful than the S3 model. Regarding the scooter, where can you get it? Where can you buy it? As I told you in the video, there are 2 versions of the scooter. You got the European market version. You can see that by the latch there. So this is the European, and the second one is the Chinese version. So be aware that the Chinese version, they use less good materials. The batteries won't be the BID batteries, the ones that are in this model here. I already opened the scooter because I want to know exactly what's in there. I want to be sure that the models that I will sell for you guys is going to be the top range of the S5 model. So how can you get the scooter? Now let me just tell you something. I'm not into the scooter business. I am a perfumer, and people, they know me in Brussels because I'm the perfumer of Brussels. Now I want to have the best for you. I check every single scooter that goes and that will be shipped to any of my customers. You can buy the scooter, but I only ship them to the European market. So that means I will send them to Spain, Italy, France, Germany, Denmark, Norway, Sweden, the Netherlands, the United Kingdom, Luxembourg, Austria. These are all countries in Europe. I will send them to these countries only. I only have a small amount of these scooters available for purchase. So don't wait too long, because it might be gone in just a couple of hours, it might be gone in a couple of days from now. Those who order the scooter on my website, those who order it first will be served first. Another thing, the price of the scooter is $699. Now, if you go on AliExpress or you go to any of the other websites in China, be aware they don't offer the service that I give you, where you get a warranty of 1 year. Also, they will not send you the European model. So even if it's cheaper, let's say it's only 500 euro, it's only 400 euro, whatever, you still have to pay transport to Europe. That's one part. Some of them, they offer free transport, but you also have to pay import duty taxes. So you're probably going to spend more or less the same as what I'm selling them for. So this is something I want to point out. That's it. I'll give you a more detailed review of the scooter, how it drives. It's going to be next week, guys, because you see it's snowing outside, and they expect pretty dry weather on Monday and Tuesday. So Monday and Tuesday I will work on a review. I will also go to the steepest hill in my town, and the steepest hill in my town is 17 degrees incline. So I'm really wondering if I can get on top of that particular long hill. It's a very long hill. It's about 700 or maybe 1 kilometer of hill with an incline of 17 degrees. So I'm going to try to do that review. Okay, I will also try to find someone who has other scooters like the Xiaomi M365 model. I can already tell you that this scooter here does have a much higher performance than the M365 from Xiaomi. This one has a lot of power. It's a beast if you compare it to the Xiaomi. So if you're looking for a very powerful scooter, if your body mass is pretty high, like 80, 90 or 100 kilos, this is the one you should choose. And also, this has full tires. There is no inflatable tires on there, and it seems to be a flaw for the Xiaomi scooters. No cables, no wires hanging out like the Xiaomi scooter, nothing at all. And yeah, I'll get more into details about this scooter. Maybe for some of you guys who are, asking, and I already had an email about this, how does that brake? You get a braking mechanism. The red button here will actually brake on the engine, or not the engine, but on the electrical motor. These are electrical hub motors, and they can be used also as a braking system. And you have the brake there on the back. So you have two brakes. If you turn on both motors, you actually have a double strength as far as the braking goes. It's a progressive braking system, so when you push light, you will have a light brake. When you push very deep, you will have a stronger brake. Same with the power. It's a progressive power system. You can slowly go and give more power. It's not like some of these very cheap scooters where there's like one position or two positions, although it's the same kind of a mechanism. Okay, that's it. I'm not gonna make this video any longer before you get bored to death. If you have more questions, ask them in the comments below. Give me some ideas which subjects that you want me to cover in my next video, and I'll also put the link where you can buy the scooter in a couple of hours after the video has been turned on.